Hello again, third grade. So this video is to discuss your next Tech Day, your second Tech Day activity for this week of February 15th through the 19th. Now also remember, because we had a couple snow days, weather days last week, make sure you also look at your teacher's Google Classroom page to make sure you finish those activities last week as well. But for today, like you did on your last Tech Day or at home work day, you have two things to complete for today. The first thing looks very similar to what you did before. It is another sort. But today you have some word problems or some multiplication stories to match with some pictures of equal groups. Now I can already notice E, C, L, and H look a little different from some other equal groups we've seen. So let's take a closer look real quick at them. So if I look at, let's take C for example. Take a look at a minute and just kind of think about, what do you notice about C? Pause and just think, what do you notice about it? Well, when I paused and looked at it, I noticed it looks like a long triangle, but I can see the number 2 looks to be in its own box or rectangle 1, 2, 3 times. So it looks like the number 2 is repeated 3 times. Well, I know multiplication is just repeated addition, or equal groups repeated over and over again. So I can notice this is showing 3 equal groups of 2. And I know 3 equal groups of 2 is 3 times 2. And when I find the product, 2, 4, 6. All right, so this is what we call a tape diagram, and sometimes you will see this as another representation of equal groups. So you'll see that on C, you'll see that on E, and notice again, you just need to think about how many groups there are. So again, here is 1, 2, 3 groups, and how much is in each group? Well, it goes ahead and shows you the number 10. So some people like to use tape diagrams because for them it's more efficient to show a group with the number in each rather than drawing a big circle with 10 dots in each. So this is just another way to see some equal groups. So that is a tape diagram. So like you did yesterday, you are going to sort these cards based on if they are alike. Now, some of these will have more, you will sort some of these and there'll be more than 2 matches, meaning there might be 3 cards that are alike. So if I think about A, it says A, there are 3 bags. Each bag has 5 footballs in it. So take a second and think about, what are your groups and what's in each of these groups? Well, it says there are 3 bags. So those bags are my group. So I have 3 bags, and then each of them has 5 footballs. So that means I have 3 groups of 5. So I need to go and look at my other drawings, my other equal groups, and see, do any of these show 3 groups of 5? Pause the video and see if you can find one. Okay, so hopefully you should have found one, or if not, there are 2 different representations for 3 bags of 5. All right, I'm just going to show you one of them, and for your assignment, you need to find the other representation that matches this one. But I can see over here for F, I saw there was 1, 2, 3 circles. I could think of those as my bags. And there was 5 in each, like the 5 footballs. So I'm going to take F and, like I did before, drag it over. It's okay if they overlap a little bit to show that I know A and F are a match. Now I will tell you there is one more representation, one more diagram in your cards that will match with this. So you need to go ahead with your other 12 cards and match those based on if they are telling the same story. Now for number 3, you have a word problem, and you will have seen these before. So we've given you multiple materials you can use to solve this word problem. So your word problem is, Miss Perman has 9 crates of art supplies. Each crate has 7 paintbrushes. How many paintbrushes does she have all together? Show your work. So this is a big thing. You need to make sure you are showing your work on this slide. If you're going to use a piece of paper and a pencil, that is perfectly all right. You need to make sure you bring that into your teacher the next day. But you also need to make sure you show your work and type your answer, your product, I should say, in this blue box. So again, you've got these circles and triangles for equal groups. You've got a purple square for arrays, and you have these boxes that if you double click in, you can type to show some repeated addition, skip counting, using the distributive property with breaking apart those equations to find your answer. Don't forget to hit submit, and if you have any questions, let your teacher know.